guys, and welcome back to my channel. Excuse my voice, I am sick yet again, but that is, I guess, the benefits of having little kiddos bring their germs home to me every week. Yeah. Recently, I uploaded an eyeshadow palette collection, and I had a lot of people reach out to me in messages and ask me if I can show you guys my foundations. For those of you who don't know, I am dry skinned, but in my collection, I do have a variation of foundations which geared to all types of skin, meaning if you are normal, dry, combo, oily, I got some good recommendations here for you. But before we get started, I really appreciate it if you guys would subscribe to my channel and hit that little bell. And while you're at it, come and join me on my other social media platforms. I'd love to be friends. Come say hi. And let's stop talking. I know you want to see the goods. My foundations are stored in this top drawer right here. They're all laid down. I try to kind of keep it organized somewhat by coverage. Okay, I took out the drawer so I can better show you all of my foundations in all its glory. The way I have it set up is I have like my BB and CC creams, then going to my light coverage, then going to the medium, and then going into the full. The first one is the IT Cosmetics CC cream. I'm not going to bore you about this. You guys know how much I love this. I wear this on a daily basis. This is my second tube of it. Cannot live without this during the summer. The next one is this Repairing Tint and Radiance Moisturizer from Algenis. I picked this up from TJ Maxx. This is basically like a BB cream with an SPF of 30. To be honest, I don't like this as much, so this might be getting decluttered right after this video. The next one is this Misha Perfect Cover BB cream in the shade 23. This is a Korean beauty BB cream. I love this stuff. When applying, this does have a little bit of a gray tint to it, but once you blend it in, it looks beautiful on the skin. I really love Korean beauty, and this I will definitely repurchase once I'm out. I picked this up from TJ Maxx and I really like it. It is a very, very thin consistency. It's liquidy. What you do is you shake it up and then you put a little bit on, and it has a very nice light coverage. Let's take it back super old school. Do not look at the cap. It's very dirty looking. But this is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi. This is one of my very first liquid foundations. I really like this. I have it in shade N12, and I use this more as a foundation lightener now. I think in the future I will buy my current shade, but I mix this in with other foundations that are too dark to give me my right complexion. And I love this. The next is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Nude Water Fresh Makeup. This is a light watery consistency. I also make sure to shake this up. I actually wore it not too long ago. It just looks beautiful on the skin. Here's the Makeup Forever Water Blend Foundation. You guys also know how much I love this. The Water Blend is more lighter coverage than the Estee Lauder one, but it just depends on how much coverage I want for that particular day. But this is one of my go-tos, and it layers well and looks beautiful on the skin. Here I have the Becca Aqua Luminous Foundation. I'm in the shade Light. I picked this up from TJ Maxx, but they also currently sell this on the Sephora website. This is also a liquidy version of a light coverage foundation. I wore this yesterday, and although it's luminous, I actually mixed in a luminizer with it. It looks gorgeous on the skin. You don't even feel like you're wearing anything. I highly recommend. Here I have the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I don't even think that they make this anymore, but I basically use this as a contour. This is in the shade 330, but I really like this because it blends out as a contour really well. If you look over here, I have a lot of small samples of foundations, and I love getting samples of foundations so I can try out and see if I like it, but we will go into those later. Here I have the Cover FX Custom Drop Foundation. This is really nice to mix in with your foundations. So if I have a formula of a light coverage foundation, I will do 1 to 2 drops of this with that light coverage foundation for the texture, and this adds the coverage. I personally don't like wearing this on its own, but I love mixing it with other foundations to either add pigmentation or to lighten up a shade. I'm in the shade N30. This particular one I picked up at TJ Maxx because they're redoing the packaging for this particular foundation, but if you want to try it out, Sephora sells this. Moving on to my medium coverage foundation. This is the one by CoverGirl, and it's the Vitalist Healthy Elixir. I love this on the skin. It does exactly what it says. It makes my skin look very healthy. I love wearing this. It's beautiful. The shade is beautiful as well. This foundation is Bourjois, and it's the Healthy Mix foundation. It has a lot of like anti-aging ingredients in there. I believe this brand is from the UK. I picked mine up on Amazon, and I've seen ASOS sell this as well. I really like this. This is good for dry skin to normal combination oily as well. It works with all skin types. I really like it, and it's like under $15, I want to say. Next, I have the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation. Such a long name, but this is amazing. I picked mine up at the beauty brands. I picked mine up for like 70% off. It's amazing. You guys definitely pick this up. Smashbox sells it. Ulta and Sephora sell this as well. This is beautiful on the skin. It says that it's hydrating, but it gives a satin to like soft matte finish on the skin. So for those of you who are dry skin but want to wear a more soft matte finish, I recommend this. When it says it's hydrating, it just means it hydrates your skin. It doesn't give you that dewy glow, but this is beautiful. I have this in 2 shades. I have it in my winter color, and then I also have it in my summer shade. And yes, I know this is dark, but thank goodness to my Cover FX drops. I just put 1 drop and it just lightens it up. This is from Too Faced, and it's the Born This Way foundation. I picked this up from their website, and I did not do a good job picking out my shade. So those custom FX drops work on this as well. But I have to say, the formulation of this is beautiful. I'm way too late to the game with this foundation. This looks beautiful on oily skin, on dry skin, on combo, on normal, on all skin types. It's a soft matte finish, and it has kind of like a full coverage. But if you use a beauty blender, it will give you a medium coverage as well. I really like this when I go out for events. This is also an oldie but a goodie, but this is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. I like wearing this when I go to some fancy events, and I like my skin to have a soft matte finish as well. I hate the scent of this. I do not like applying this with a brush. I recommend applying this with a beauty blender because it does look cakey applied with a brush. But I really like this. I kind of do wish that their foundations came with a pump. I had to buy the pump separate, which sucks. But I really recommend this. Over here, I have the Ultra HD foundation from Makeup Forever. I have them in 2 different shades, my summer and my winter shades. I think these are like my 7th and 8th bottles of this foundation. This was my first high-end foundation that I ever purchased. I love the coverage. I recommend it to everybody. It works great with everybody who is normal, dry, or combination skin. If you're oily, you might not like this. This does give your skin a satin finish. It looks beautiful in photographs. I actually got one of these bottles sent to me from Makeup Forever. I really like this, but it's so sad because I find myself not wearing this foundation as much because, as you see, I have so many, but I will definitely start to get some use out of this. Next, we have the Bare Minerals Fresh Faced Made to Fit foundation. This one was sent to me from Bare Minerals, an influencer. The way this worked, I did a video on it. I will link it above. Basically, there's an app that you download. You scan your skin tone, and it picks up the shades, and then it custom blends your own foundation. If I was to pay for this foundation, it would have been like $49, I believe. But I tested it out. First off, obviously the calibration did not work because the shade is way too dark for me. And second of all, I don't really know if I like the formula. I will probably declutter this as well. I kept this in my collection, I think, a little bit too long, but I kept it because it said it was made to fit Zarina. I thought it was super cute. But no matter how many times I put this on, it just laid on top of my skin. This is not one of my favorites, so I will definitely declutter. The next 2 foundations are these EX1 Invisiwear foundations. I have 2 shades in 3.0 and 3.5. I love this. This is perfect for all skin tones. It has a nice soft matte finish. It looks beautiful. I've had people who have oily skin love this. I had people who have dry skin love this. The coverage is beautiful. The texture of it is beautiful. The packaging is beautiful, and it is under $20. I highly recommend. This is like my 4th bottle of this foundation. I love this. Next foundation is this Elsie foundation. When I first came out, everybody was talking about this. They said how amazing it is and everything. And when we wanted to purchase it, it was sold out. I think she had a manufacturing issue, so it was a long time until it restocked. When it finally did, you know I had to pick it up. And unfortunately on my dry skin, I do not like this. This is, I feel like, a little bit too heavy. It sits on top of my skin. If I add an oil to it, it does look nicer, but I just feel like it was not worth the hype like everybody made it out to be. Here is the foundation from YSL, and it's the All Hours foundation. This is a very matte foundation. I think everybody with oily skin will love this. This looks beautiful. I think people with combo skin will love this. With me, I hydrate my skin by adding some oil. I was sent this from YSL, an influencer, for testing and review purposes a long time ago. But I enjoy this. If I want a matte look, if I'm going somewhere, I just definitely have to work with it. Over here, I have the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation. Everybody talked about this as well, saying it's amazing. I don't know. I feel like if you have oily to combination skin, I believe this will work better on you. It looks very nice on people with oily to combination skin. But for dry skin, I just feel like it's a little bit too heavy. I actually like the Makeup Forever Stick Foundation better, and it looks better on the skin. This, not so much, and it's very expensive. And here are the foundations that I have in minis. I have another Ultra HD foundation in a different shade. I have a Laura Mercier foundation that I never tried. I have 2 different Hourglass foundations of this, basically in different shades. And then I have the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Perfector. Now this is the one thing I do not like from the Ultra HD line. I like the stick foundation, I like the Ultra HD foundation, I like the water blend, but this not so much. This is supposed to be like a BB cream, and it sucks. So this will be going to the bin as well. Alright guys, and that is all of the foundation that I currently own. Throughout the years, I do always do a little decluttering. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I do try to give it a fair shot. I'll use different primers, different moisturizers. I'll mix in oils with it. Like I said, I do try a lot of different foundations, and some of them are just not geared for my personal skin type. Everything that was sent to me, I did let you guys know in the video, and majority of them I purchased with my own money, and I always give you guys honest reviews on whether I like it or not. Now, something that may work for me may not work for you, or vice versa. So if I said I didn't like one of your favorite foundations, don't hurt me. But if you like seeing my makeup collection, please let me know down below in the comment section what you want to see next. And until next time, bye guys.